Welcome
to New Entry Wrestling Podcast, baby. Welcome back to New Entry Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Sexy Ian, with my co-host, Evar. What it do, baby?
Hello, Ian. Hey, listeners out there. Before we get started, please check out our Teespring store for some merch. Also, check us out on our new store at Pro Wrestling Tees. Search for New Entry Wrestling Podcast. Also, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at New Entry Wrestling Pod. Wondering if we're on other platforms? Yes, we are. We are on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, and Radio Public. If you haven't already, please check out our YouTube page, New Entry Wrestling Podcast. Help support by subscribing, liking, and sharing.
We're also on TikTok, aren't we?
Yeah. TikTok.
Okay. TikTok. Yeah. New Entry Wrestling Pod, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's up, Ever?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm all right. So Impact Wrestling was last night. Emerge came over here to Chicago, Illinois. Well, it technically came to Cicero.
Yeah, but if you're out of Chicago, you just say Chicago.
Cicero is. I'm from the suburbs, so yeah. Cicero is Chicago to me.
Yep.
But anyway, you got the results of what happened?
Yeah. The results were first match was Brian Myers versus Bhupindar Gujjar by pinfall for the Digital Media Championship.
That was the pre-show, right?
That was a pre-show. And then the second match was VXT. Chelsea Graham and Deonna Purrazzo defeated Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Oh, the Knockout Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Championship.
Mike Bailey defeated Jack Evans for the X Division Championship. Violent by Design defeated Chris Sabin and Kushida.
Kushida.
Was it for the title? I don't think it was.
No, it's singles match.
Singles match.
Or not, well, tag team.
Yeah.
Non-title match. None of them are champions.
Bandito defeated Ray Horace in a singles match.
That match was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of...
Flips.
No, the flips weren't the issue. It was a lot of hesitations.
Sami Callihan defeated Steve Macklin.
That was a crazy match.
Yeah.
That's the one match I wish I was there live for.
Yeah. I don't know more defeated the Bullet Club. You surprised about that?
Not really, because if they win, they receive the World Tag Team Championship match.
Nice.
From the Good Brothers. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the OGK, Matt Taven and Mike Bendit. Probably gonna face the Good Brothers for the tag team titles.
Okay, nice. After that, it was Jordan Grace defeated Mia Yim for the Impact Knockouts Championship.
That was a good match. Yeah, it was really good.
That cold blew off the top.
Yeah,
that was fire.
I'm glad how. To be honest, I thought Honor No More and the Bullet Club was gonna main event.
Oh wow.
The show. I was surprised that it didn't. I'm glad it didn't, but I am surprised that it didn't.
Yeah, I get you.
And then Jordan Grace, retained the Impact Knockouts World Championship. That last 5 minutes was like, oh my gosh, that was very intense. And basically towards the Cold Blue, that's where it was like, oh, now it's getting, as soon as Jordan Grace kicked out, that's when it's like, oh, now it's getting serious.
So it was pretty chill throughout the match, pretty much.
It was good, but it was more of like, that's the going home spot of who's gonna win now.
Yeah, I get you.
But in the main event,
Josh Alexander defeated Alex Shelley for the Impact World Championship.
You said Shelley. What? You didn't
Shelley.
say. You said
Alex Shelley.
Alex
Shelley.
And that's coming from me.
Oh wow.
But anyways, that match was actually really good, man. A little slow pace, at first, but that's how both of these guys work.
I'm surprised. Isn't Alex Shelley like X Division guy? Well, he's older now, so I can see why.
It don't matter. Yeah. I mean, this is his first World Impact title shot, and
it's a long time coming.
Yeah, 20 years in the business.
Jesus.
So finally got an opportunity at the world title. The only problem was I did not enjoy about the ending was it was a little slow pace in my book, especially coming from Alex Shelley. Now you got me. I can't. I feel like you're saying it wrong.
Alex Shelley.
I think
it's
you're
just too many
because you're saying an S in the end.
Shelley's.
No,
Shelley.
Alex. When you say Alex,
yeah.
you're saying Alex. You keep saying there's no S in there, right?
I know. Yeah. I know.
So that's what bothers Alex. Yeah, okay. Because
Shelley.
you go Alex.
Yeah.
You don't stop. You just keep going. But yeah, I think the ending was a little slow paced for me, especially coming from Alex because he's quick. Yeah. You've seen his matches, you've seen his work, especially that match that he had with Jay White. But again, when you see because scratch that, even in television.
Yeah, no, we were there at Sacrifice Live.
It was pretty slow paced.
Yeah.
But Alex does have he's a nurse or a doctor.
Yeah, I think he's a nurse practitioner or something like
that. Point is, wrestling is not his career no more.
Yeah.
So it's a part-time job for him now, because of he's a nurse or basically he works at a hospital, so that's why he works slow pace now comparing to back then. But there is a chance maybe he is a little bit older and he needs to.
Because you can't wrestle forever. I mean, your body can only. I mean, people are trying to wrestle until they die in the ring. But.
Even what's his name, Davey Richards.
Yeah, he's part time. I think.
Yeah, he's part-time wrestler. He came back because.
Isn't he an ambulance driver, or is that somebody? I'm like.
No, that
is Alex Shelley, no.
No, that is Davey Richards.
Okay.
Because he wants to be a nurse, but I don't know, is he? Yeah, paramedics, right?
Paramedic,
I think that's what he is.
Okay.
I don't think he's just a driver. I think he's a paramedic.
Okay. Wow.
Can you just be a driver?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could just be the one driving the ambulance.
Oh.
Or you could be in the
back.
back.
But he's a paramedic.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so just like him, that's why he stepped away, because apparently like the first 2 or 3 years where he was working, it's like you're not gonna have a set schedule.
No, I think you gotta just show. You gotta be ready.
Yeah.
24/7 for.
So that's why he stepped away for the past 2 or 3 years, and that's what he wanted to do anyways.
Yeah.
So that's why he never wanted to go to WWE, because he knew
the schedule would have killed him, right?
Yeah. No, not so much of the schedule. It was more of like, I don't want to do this forever, and I know I'm not gonna be the top guy at WWE, so I might as well go find an actual career.
Yeah,
so
I get you.
He would have loved that WWE money, but he wanted to go to Impact because he felt. I mean, he had some great matches at Impact Wrestling. Obviously, Eddie Edward accomplished more just because Davey Richards stepped away. But even if Davey Richards was still there, they both would have accomplished the same thing, because they did at Ring of Honor.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, one of us is gonna be world champion. No. Both were going to be champion. So, but glad to see David Richards back. But anyway, speaking of David Richards, he's working a little bit slower too.
Yeah.
And because that's not his career no more.
Yeah, you don't want to get injured either.
No.
Like, okay, I can't do my job now. I can't do my regular full-time job,
I just wish he would go back to Impact though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with him in Impact, there's not so much of people to elevate.
Yeah.
But he can at least elevate the people that are there, like Chris Bay, Ace Austin,
Mike Bailey.
Well, he just got here, but he's gonna be up there. Yeah. He just started working and then Trey Miguel.
Yeah, that'd be fire, dude.
And before we go on to a different topic, Johnny Gargano showed up at Impact Wrestling, man. Even though it was a video live chat or a video package, that's what she said. Supporting Alex Shelley, people thought that was crazy that he showed up on Impact Wrestling, even though it was just to support his old friend. People really thought that he was gonna show up at Impact on Emergence. Yeah, Emergence.
Yeah, Emergence.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Emerge.
No, that'd be. That sounds like a good pay-per-view too.
This is coming from a guy who says Alex Shelley. No, Alex.
I know, right? And then they're also gonna do Second City Slam. So I'm looking
today,
forward, yeah.
It took me till you told me. I thought they were gonna be somewhere else. I thought they were gonna be in Detroit.
No.
Until because when you sent me that photo and you're like, hey, I'm going. I was like, why are you going to Detroit?
I don't mind driving to Detroit. I mean, I've traveled.
I didn't know it was gonna be another taping. I should have
Yeah.
known better because they did the same thing for Sacrifice.
Yeah, it was like Saturday, Sunday, but this time it's Friday, Saturday.
And that's why I got thrown off.
yeah, like
'Cause
why
I
is
was
it
just-
like
yeah.
why is it like Friday and then Saturday?
Yeah, because and Sacrifice was Saturday and Sunday, so that's why I was like, oh, okay, they're going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And because the photo that you sent me, it didn't say Cicero.
Oh, okay.
It didn't say anything. It just said like, I was just like, oh, okay. And
It just showed like random city.
yeah, it didn't show
no,
any.
no
It just,
cities or
yeah, it
anything,
didn't say where it was gonna be at. I was just like, okay, cool. So, but that's gonna be tonight, and that's gonna be pretty interesting. Maybe who knows? Maybe we'll get some new debuts, or maybe some Chicago. How do you say it? Locals will show up on Impact.
That'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll see. I'll let you guys know.
so yeah,
I'll be there.
You'll be there. You better post some stuff.
I will.
And if you don't, you owe me $5.
Oh dang.
Yeah, there you go.
You know I'll post.
Post videos.
Speaking of debuts,
Who debut?
I don't know. Just who?
Karrion Kross.
Yes. I mean, yeah. We'll move on from Emergence. So yeah.
Rude.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, Karrion Kross, Scarlett. Who else? Dakota Kai, Io Shirai.
Let me say something. Do you care about Karrion Kross?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It seems like I don't know. They need a big guy that's athletic.
Okay.
And then Scarlett just helps.
I mean, she is hot, but take away Scarlett, take away the whole video package. That's what she said. Like, the whole entrance, the
Yeah.
smoke, the smoking mirrors. What makes them special?
I think just more the appeal. I think, but he's very athletic too. So, and it's like it's a new challenger in the mix.
I mean, he is. I just don't. When I saw him, I just don't really care for him. I don't hate him. I mean, you know how I am.
Yeah.
I was more when he was on Impact. I cared about him, but the thing is, with Impact, they didn't really knew what to do with him until he had a feud with Eddie Edwards.
Okay, so it's probably later on.
That was later on.
Oh wow. Okay.
Where it was like, okay, they're finally using him. But then I think after that feud, it was like they stopped using him because they had nothing for him, or there was an issue with his contract.
It was money. It's always money.
So
like they didn't want to. He wanted more money, I guess, and then they didn't want to pay him, so he kind of like, I'm dipping. So when he showed up, in
oh yeah,
NXT,
that's why. No, that's why he was just sitting at home
Yeah.
till his contract ran out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But the only thing that does bother me though is the fact that obviously, most likely, it's gonna happen in Extreme Rules. Killer Cross is gonna face Drew McIntyre. The question is it gonna be for the title or no title? Is Karrion Kross is he gonna cost Drew McIntyre the title at Clash of the Champions?
I think he will.
I hate that because it's like, well, wouldn't you want? I mean, I get it, but it's like I hate the whole fact where it's like take him out of the picture, so that way you're next in line, and then have Drew screw Karrion Kross,
Yeah.
and then that's how you start the feud. I hate when it's like, hey, I'm gonna cost you your chance of winning the title, and the next pay-per-view it's gonna be you and me, and then that's it.
Yeah.
None of us is gonna get a title shot after that feud. It's just dumb. It's like, wouldn't you rather have him? I mean, right now Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross, they have no relationship.
Yeah.
But let's just say if it was Sheamus, on the other hand, trying to screw Drew McIntyre, it's like, wouldn't you rather help him win, win the title? That way you could take the title away from your friend.
Yeah.
That I feel like that would mean more than just him costing him the title.
So I think that's why I attacked him beforehand, just to like build a feud, and then when
To
obviously
build the feud, to basically screw him at Clash at the Castle, and to start a feud at Extreme Rules. And who knows, maybe they'll probably main event Extreme Rules, because Roman Reigns is not going to be there. But that's what I'm saying, is Drew going to win the title, and then Karrion Kross is going to face him for the title?
Because this is that USA wants a champion on their show.
USA is with Raw, right?
Yeah, they want Roman Reigns is mostly a SmackDown. He is a SmackDown guy.
He shows up on Raw, but they don't have he barely shows up.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, if we want, I don't know why they separated in the first place. Probably it was good in the moment, but now that like you look and like mostly the champions on SmackDown, like Roman Reigns, like you say, he mostly doesn't. He shows up on Raw once in a while, but he's a SmackDown guy. The Usos are SmackDown guys.
But they show up more than show up on Raw more than
yeah, because they
Roman.
have to because they're full time. But Roman is part time, so like I'm thinking like.
But the thing is, I thought the whole him being part time was him stop doing house shows.
That too, but then he's not even he's not showing up at every Raw, not every SmackDown, not even every pay per view.
Yeah,
you're the champion of the company, and you're not even showing up to a every pay per view. You know, that's kind of like why they're like, I'm thinking, you know, whatever. We'll talk about it later, probably Clash, but we'll talk about like maybe they'll split the title eventually. Like you can only face for this title, you know, or make a champion that shows up a lot.
I mean, if that was gonna happen, that could happen here at Clash of the Champion.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of too late for it now. But could they made that work? Yeah.
Or they just merge them and then bring back the World Heavyweight Championship for Raw. It'd be like a new title technically again.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. I just don't see Roman Reigns. Let's just say that he went part time at a bad time.
Yeah, he did.
He should have went part time after SummerSlam or after Clash of the Champion. Because it's like after that, it's like, okay, I don't blame you.
There's a little break in between the Survivor Series.
Until Survivor Series.
Which is like...
And then you could take another break from Survivor Series all the way to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So it was all about timing.
Yeah, timing was off. Because remember, like, Money in the Bank's supposed to be like a big... It was supposed to be added to the Big Four. It was supposed to be the fifth.
It is the Big Four, but I won't consider it as the Big Four because of what just happened.
Yeah.
Even before that, I was just like, okay, I don't see it as a Big Four, but whatever.
It was gonna be added as one of the Big Five.
No, like, it is. WWE makes it.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, they officialed it.
Okay.
But like after what just happened, like, do you really think it should still be considered as the Big Four?
No.
So
yeah, SummerSlam is a different story. It was like, okay, you have to show up to this one. It's SummerSlam. Yeah. Like it's the third oldest pay per view, I think. Well, the Big Four are the oldest.
No, it's the second.
It is?
Yeah. Survivor Series.
Royal Rumble was 87.
I'm pretty sure it's SummerSlam.
Okay.
I think it's WrestleMania, SummerSlam.
Then Royal Rumble.
Survivor
Series.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, eventually they're going to have one champion, like, on each show. Well, to bring people back, so they might have to, keep the title separate again.
I don't know, man. But, like, at the same time, okay, let's say they still split the titles, right? Do they have enough people to split the titles?
I don't know. At the rate they're bringing people back, who knows? Well, obviously, they can't bring everybody back because there's like 100 people they released last year. Right. 100 plus. And this year, they probably released like 20, 30 people. I'm not saying everybody has to come back. But I'm saying at least, like, so far, as of like yesterday, Friday, they got Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Dakota Kai. Io Shirai was supposed to... I'm saying she debuted because her contract expired, so she re-signed. So I'm counting her because she was going to leave during the Vince McMahon administration, but then she re-signed because Triple H came. She came back because they gave her a main roster spot, so I count her as, like, coming back. Right. Because she literally, like, had, like, no time in her contract left. Like, she was going to go back to Japan. But then the administration changed, and she's like, oh... Okay, I'll think about it. Now. Can I get? Because she was gonna leave because she was not gonna get a spot on SmackDown or Raw. Now here we are. She's on Raw. So her, who else? Who else got added? Oh, Hit Row came back.
Hit Row just came back.
B-Fab, Adonis, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Adonis and Top Dollar.
I just found out that Swerve was part of that group.
Yeah,
I didn't knew that.
He was the leader, but he was actually like not an original member. So he came after them three. So they're the original. So that's 7 people so far. And that's like in a week. Not like 2 weeks.
And then there's rumors about Johnny Gargano coming back. There's rumors about Bray Wyatt.
Tegan Knox.
Who the hell is that?
Yeah, she got injured a lot. She was on NXT, but yeah, she got injured a lot. Her knee surgery.
Out of everybody, who would you definitely would like to see?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
But I
now,
think they
Bray
should refresh his
Wyatt
character,
or
though.
the Fiend?
Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
They should refresh his like. I like the Fiend, but I think the burn one. That's when it kind of like that right before he left.
Yeah.
I think they should have just refreshed it a little bit. Now he needs a refresher because like we seen the Fiend already.
I don't mind the Fiend.
Like Ultra Fiend or something.
What I hated about the Fiend was the story about him going after the people that did him wrong. I mean, it was fine. Like I like I'm pretty sure on paper it looks good.
Yeah.
But actually trying to pull it off, it was like no.
Yeah.
I mean, like it would have been fine if he was never champion. That's what hurt him.
Being champion.
Oh, wow.
That's
That's what hurt him.
Well, he lost to Goldberg like in under a minute. That didn't help his like.
Well, he was supposed to beat Goldberg. Goldberg went up to Vince saying, "Oh, I'm a superhero. I should defeat this guy
because he's a monster."
Because he's a monster.
And he's like, "Yeah, sure."
And then even Finn Balor was like, "Why am I facing him? I shouldn't even be facing him. This makes no sense of why I'm facing him. Why I'm gonna beat him? Why is he beating me? This match shouldn't even happen." Yeah, and it was just put together. So I think what was the other thing? Yeah, and then the whole Finn Balor facing Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. It was just like, why is this happening? Nobody wants to. People want to see it, but it was like it's too soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what hurt him. And then what saved them was the John Cena match at SummerSlam or WrestleMania. That's what saved them. And then the feud with Braun Strowman kind of, it was like that, like a wave.
Yeah, like
emotion, like it was up and down. And then SummerSlam, it was like, okay, that match helped them. Okay. But then Roman Reigns showed up, and then he dropped the belt to Roman Reigns a week later, and that's like, that hurt him.
Yeah, and if he became an unstoppable monster, it would have been like easier for him.
Yeah, and
when they made him like champion, he lost the belt right away. I'm like, okay, how is he? Because remember Kane when he started, he was like unbeatable for a while. Even Undertaker.
But but the thing is, as soon as he became champion, that's what hurt him.
Yeah,
he lost the next night on Raw, right?
I think so. Yeah. He lost to Stone Cold the next night.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
So that's what hurt him, and now people can be like, I can't take you serious no more.
But then he kept like reinventing himself.
That's true.
Like and then he changed his mask style. Then he actually talked. Yeah. Then he went then he did all that stuff into the burn. He took his mask off and became a politician.
Hold on, you forgot the one important thing. This is the man that obviously people didn't recognize it. I'm pretty sure some people knew Undertaker was undefeated at WrestleMania. Yeah. But point is, this is the man who destroyed the Undertaker at WrestleMania. His first debut at WrestleMania, almost destroying the Undertaker, almost breaking his streak.
Wow. Yeah.
Went on and joined DX.
Yeah, he was wearing green. I'm like, bro, how do you? He's wearing green. That's like nobody knows.
No, he never wore green.
He wore green.
When?
There was a picture of him wearing green. No. I don't know if it was Photoshop.
It was Photoshop.
No, it was green. He was with X-Pac, remember?
It was Photoshop. Dude.
No, dude, it was Photoshop. Somebody look it up. But I know
it was Photoshop.
No, this is. He was with like X-Pac and Tori. Remember that?
Yeah, he never wore green.
He wore it for one photo shoot, and he never wore it after that.
Maybe for a photo shoot or something. Maybe it was Photoshop.
He never wore it to the ring, but he wore it for a photo shoot, and they told him, "Nah, it doesn't look good," so he went back to red.
Yeah, I don't know about that part, but oh man, so Triple H in charge.
It's pretty exciting so far. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it's only the beginning. Oh, and Dexter Lumis came back too.
Oh yeah,
that was weird how that stuff. No, like I think if the camera didn't catch him, you would miss it. Like his face, his reveal.
But obviously they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
I think it was just what was weird was he showed up for AJ Styles match.
Yeah, like is he facing AJ now? Or we don't.
That's the part. That's the weird part.
You know what's so weird though? Like I don't really watch SmackDown or Raw like that. Like I just see highlights.
Right.
But now I don't know. I really want to watch like every episode.
Well, here's the thing. I can't watch it because I don't have television.
Well, you got Hulu and Peacock.
That's true.
But they're behind. But still.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think with Peacock and Hulu, I gotta wait like a week.
But still, a week is like.
That's forever.
I know, right? But I mean, I think for me, I went to SmackDown last December, so I'm like, oh, I still would go to like shows, but like actually watching a full episode of SmackDown, I'm kind of intrigued on doing that again.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
Yeah, I mean, I will watch every show, every wrestling show in the world, but like, there's only enough time. There's only sometimes enough for highlights.
Well, yeah, because now we're older. We don't
Yeah.
have time like that no more.
I mean, I watched SummerSlam. We watched SummerSlam in entirety. I watched.
Well, you know what? Let's go back to SummerSlam. What was your favorite match of that night?
I don't want to admit it.
Oh my gosh.
No, not that one. The Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar one was freaking amazing.
Well,
Savage.
Let's admit it. Logan Paul versus The Miz. It was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was a good match.
Logan did his part. Miz did his part.
They both did an excellent work together.
Yeah.
But out of my favorite was the one that you just mentioned, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. A great way to end the rivalry. Like
hopefully.
Hopefully.
Remember they said about John Cena and The Rock? One time only. Twice? 2 times after that?
But it's because they wanted. Vince was like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
look how much
we're
money!
making- yeah.
Look how much money we draw."
You didn't expect it, like,
yeah. So
What did you think? Like, you didn't expect it to draw money? Like, come on. The Rock
Yeah.
and John Cena? Come on.
So-
I would have known that. Like, okay, they know.
what else?
I mean, every match was great. I mean,
Every match did this
it's kind of
part.
like the most, because we talked about this. Like, I think officially Clash of the Castle is Triple H's official full pay-per-view.
Right.
SummerSlam was like still Vince McMahon's dream, still his vision. But executed in Triple H's manner, but still the results that Vince McMahon wanted. Clash of the Castle is gonna be all Triple H, like the way, like from SummerSlam on, it's all Triple H. So Clash of the Castle is Triple H's first official, like, this is my story, it's just me.
Right.
My creative control, my creative decision, and it's not influenced by because the rest.
Do you think Vince is gonna have in some kind of way, like say,
he's still the owner? People forget that he still has majority stake of the company.
didn't he sell some stocks?
He stole some, but he's still majority.
Okay.
As long as he keeps more than 51%, I think he's fine. But because everybody else owns like 5%, 2%.
I think he probably did that because he's not gonna get any. Would he still get money?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because he's still majority owner. So let's say a company makes $1 billion, right? Let's say you and me owe 50-50, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say our company's $1 billion. So, hey, that'd be awesome. We get 50. Well, obviously you gotta count for other stuff, but like we get 50% of the company. So if the company makes $1 billion after paying our employees, after paying all this stuff, we get the rest of that. Let's say there's 500 after taxes, because the government taxes you. There's like 500 million. You and I split that 500 million 50-50. So we get 250 million each. I mean, obviously, whoever's better at business we'll talk about that, but that's pretty much how it works.
Well, no, because I was just curious, because it's like, why would he sell his stocks if he's still making money?
Yeah, I mean,
that's what that part, because I was like, oh, maybe I guess he's not gonna receive any money.
No, he will.
Yeah.
Because eventually he had 100%. And he started selling some, and then he had a board of directors. He gave some, and then he allowed people to buy some and stuff. So like we could buy WWE stock if you wanted to. You could literally go and buy some. It'd be a little bit of a percentage, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, Clash at the Champions or Clash at the Castle for the WWE Universal Championship. Liv Morgan versus Shayna Blazer.
That was awesome. That's gonna be awesome.
Surprised she's getting it. Not surprised because of Triple H. I'm surprised how quickly that happened.
Yeah, she became like a jobber, not to like.
Yeah, but now I think it's because of Ronda. I think it was just like we needed Ronda, but it's like we're gonna get the second closest thing.
Yeah.
So, but I hope Ronda would be like in her corner.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
I mean,
I'm surprised
they're
haven't.
real life. They're actually the real 4 horsewomen, like the MMA version.
Yeah.
I guess.
And what's the other one? Bianca Belair Bianca Belair teaming up with who? Asuka, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, Asuka, Alexa Bliss versus
Bayley,
Io Sky, and Dakota Kai.
It's funny that they don't have a group name yet.
I know. They're probably going to name it like, I don't know, Vixen or something. I don't know. What if Toxic Attraction comes to that'd be awesome, a triple threat.
Ooh, sorry. Let's go back to Karrion Cross. People are saying Cross should join Judgment Day.
Ah,
I
I don't
think.
know. Because
I
he has to be the leader. Then Finn Balor and him are gonna be the leaders. It's gonna be like a dark version of the Bullet Club or something.
yeah.
Dark. They already have the Dark Order and all that stuff. It's like isn't he should be as.
But who has more experience though?
Finn Balor. For
Yeah,
sure.
that would make sense.
Yeah, but I don't know about that one.
Well, no, I'm not saying they should. I'm saying people are saying that. I'm just telling you what other people are thinking. I was just wanted to get your opinion on it.
I mean, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like to see that. He seems like his character should be more of a lone wolf, like a lone wolf character. But obviously, he has his girl with him.
If it was played out right, if it was like what's it called? Let's say Finn Balor joins and it was like, and people assume he was the leader.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh no, I'm not the leader, and then Karrion Cross shows up and attacks Edge. That would be cool. But just Karrion Cross and be like, hey guys, I'm joining your group. I wouldn't want to see that.
No, it'd be like Finn Balor's like, I'm not the real leader of this group.
Yeah.
And then you play the music. Okay, that makes
Or have the clock or something like that.
like
Or Karrion Cross. See, I think what the problem is, the Karrion Cross,
yeah.
he is, with the cool entrance and with the girl, he looks like an anti-hero.
Yeah, that's what.
So that's
like
what
Wolverine. I feel like he'd be like lone
Yeah,
wolf,
yeah, like-
but he still could be a team with somebody. He's like,
I want to say Wolverine, but I know Wolverine and Logan is the same thing.
Yeah.
But like more Logan, because Wolverine,
Yeah.
when you picture Wolverine, you picture the gear.
with X-Men, so he's more.
Yeah,
That was more
yeah.
like his
Logan
baby face.
Logan was like the lone wolf kind of thing.
Yeah, he's like on his own thing.
Yeah.
He goes his own charge, but he still has like people behind him.
So
Sometimes.
I think that's the only problem, because even though Karrion Cross, but I do and like it, but the only problem is he's only been attacking Drew McIntyre, but he is saying like your time is coming up, Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
So it's like I'm going after both, but the thing is you're going after
a babyface and a heel, which is
but he's only attacking the babyface.
okay.
And then the only problem is that the debut was cool, not really cool. It was shocking.
Yeah, because nobody expected him to come back. Like,
But
what?
they should have waited to clash at the Clash of the Castle, man. That's all I'm saying, because now it kind of ruins the match. The build-up for the match kind of ruined it for me. Because now I'm like, oh, well, I know there's a chance Drew McIntyre isn't going to win already.
Yeah,
But now with Karrion Cross in the picture, and it's like, oh, I know for a fact he's not going to win.
yeah.
Because there's a chance. Like, he's been attacking him. They've been fighting throughout this whole build-up. And it's like, of course he's going to screw him for the championship.
yeah.
And then we're not going to see Roman Reigns. We'll probably still see him here and there on Raw and SmackDown. But as defending the title, it's probably not going to be till Survivor Series, right? No. Are they going back in Crown Jewel? I think in November, right?
They might, but I think once their contract is up, they're gonna stop doing those shows.
They still have another, 5 years, I think.
I think, but
Because they signed a 10-year contract.
really, oh,
Yeah.
never mind then.
I don't think, or I could be wrong.
Well, I think there's
I don't even think it's been 5 years.
I think there's a clause where they could like opt out at any time.
No, they did.
Or the Saudi government too could opt out.
They did. Well, WWE said that. I think they extended their contract because of they couldn't fly over there during COVID.
Oh yeah.
So they
Okay.
extended it.
So there's actually 2 more years added on, I think, or 3,
I
almost 2. Yeah. But yeah. So that'd be interesting because Scarlett would have to be covered up because she's like, nope, can't go over there. Not like the way you dress, girl.
Scarlett.
Yeah.
Oh.
You met her. Didn't you say you worked
Yeah.
with her?
Yeah, we trained together.
Yeah,
I
people don't know about that about you, do they?
No. I mean, you didn't even knew about it.
I didn't know about it
told you.
until like
Yeah, me and
we
Scarlett
started the show.
Yeah,
Like,
we
what?
trained together, but she was more in advance, so I didn't really see her as much. She was really cool. I mean, we talked, but nothing.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just like
yeah.
your coworkers,
Yeah, you could say that. Classmates.
classmates.
I would
yeah.
say classmates.
That's pretty
but,
cool.
yeah.
How many people could say that? They were classmates with Scarlett Bordeaux was on SmackDown.
I mean, I
now.
met Ali. Ali trained me too.
Ali Mustafa. Dude,
Yeah.
see, I didn't know this. What the hell? Wait,
Yeah,
we should
I even
interview one
ref.
day.
Yeah, I even refed his match too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I have to keep telling people like I don't have a problem with Ali. It's the same thing of booking. Like
Well, he's from Illinois. They're both from Chicagoland area,
Yeah.
so I can see that.
so, Who else? I mean,
pretty much anybody from like.
Sky Blue I never met, but she got trained by the same school I've been. I mean,
Oh.
I've been trained in 2 different schools.
Yeah.
Or academies, you want to say?
Yeah, academies, yeah.
So.
Or wrestling schools academy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a name.
But yeah, I met Scarlett, and then Matt Nix.
Yeah.
And Ali, I reffed this match. I also reffed Scotty Tuhati. Remember
Yeah?
that? So yeah, Scotty Tuhati and Raven.
Ravens, man?
Yeah,
wow.
they faced each other.
Nice.
I also reffed Samurai de Sol.
Samurai Soul.
Kalisto. Yeah.
What? Nice, dude.
Chris Masters, Val Venus. Almost ref Rhino's match.
Almost.
Almost. That would have been awesome. That would have been like, that would have been dope because it was going to be a hardcore match.
I should just interview you one day. Let's do. I don't know. That's the next one episode. We'll just interview you about your history in wrestling.
It's surprising because it's like that's why people are like, oh, don't you feel bad and like you didn't go far? I was like, I ain't when you make me looking back, if you make me talk about it, it's like, oh, you know what? I did more than I wanted to.
Some people don't even have that option. They're like, I want to be a wrestler, but they never go for it.
There's people that don't go for it. There's people
I never wrestled ever.
There's it's cool. It's just it's like it's really cool. And then but there's people that try and they end up getting hurt. So sometimes it's better to. Yeah, it sucks to say like, damn, I wish I could have done it or try it. But at the same time, there is people that got hurt on their first day, second day, a year later, before they even had their first match. There's people that got hurt during their first match, and then that's it.
Yep, they gotta like
that's
they
it.
broke their leg, and it's okay. You can't wrestle
I can't
anymore.
do it. They mess up their life, you know. So it's better to sometimes, you know, you have to really balance it out. But for me, yeah, I ended up getting hurt to the point where it's like, okay, it's not meant for me. Wow. Because like I kept getting hurt, and it wasn't like, okay, one time I did something stupid. I did that whole, you know how Rikishi takes the clothesline and he twists?
Yeah.
Well, I did that, and yeah, I landed on my shoulder, like on my neck and shoulder. Ooh. I could have broken my neck, but instead, luckily, I only dislocated my shoulder. Jesus. And then my shoulder is all messed up. And then I got hurt at work, and well, I've always been having back problems. Oh wow! But with wrestling and work,
that ring is unforgivable.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in the ring, but not like wrestling. But like, it's not. And I have assembled a ring. It's not soft. No. It's all metal and wood. Yeah. So
that's why they say you gotta try to protect yourself how you land, because you I mean, even though it hurts, you could get back up, but there's times where you're just like, give me a minute, brother.
Yeah. Like pretend, like hit me or something.
The one move I will say I hate elbow drops.
Oh, I hate sharp, right?
No, I hate giving elbow drops.
Oh wow.
Because I won't land wrong. I hate how you land. I remember one time it was like a practice match.
Yeah.
What's it called? When we were being trained, they like something for this really did happen. My trainer Willie, he'll be Willie Richardson. He'd be like, all right, you're gonna do an elbow. As soon as you hit the elbow, cover, and then the person who's being covered, kick out, roll out of the ring. So it's like they help us like teaching spots and stuff.
Fundamentals.
So so I gave the guy an elbow drop, and I didn't land wrong. I did not enjoy the feeling. So I'm like, boom, elbow. I'm like, oh nope, take it home, brother. And I grabbed his arm, and he tried because I was supposed to cover him. Yeah. I grabbed his arm and I rolled him over to cover me.
Oh my god! You probably
Willie just started laughing. He was just like, he's like, all right. He just started laughing. He's like, I have no response to that. He's like, what happened? Did you land wrong? I was just like, I did not like that feeling. It felt weird.
Wow.
And then I was just like, because you can't really describe the feeling of an elbow drop. It's just weird. Yeah. But there's some people.
Some of us wouldn't know.
Yeah. Obviously, it took me a while to get used to it. But I did not. I do the whole. It's because it was a jumping elbow. I didn't like that. What I do is like I do the whole. I don't know who.
The rock style.
Kind of. No. Bully Ray does it. You got to see his matches. He raises his leg up in the air, Like he kind of does like a high
Yeah.
spin and then he drops the elbow.
And that he takes.
That's where I got it from.
Ah, okay.
Because I was just like, ooh, I like how he does. Because I always love his elbow drops. And because he doesn't jump, he picks up his leg and then he winds up his arm and then he shows like he flexes and then he drops down. And I started doing that and I was like, oh my gosh. And when I do it, it looks so beautiful.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, that's how I'm doing it. Basically, it's funny because I started wrestling how Bully Ray started wrestling.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not his size, I'm nothing compared to his size.
Yeah.
But I started wrestling how he wrestled.
Wow.
And yeah, because I was just like, okay, because I couldn't really do much. I mean, I was pretty good at the technical wrestling stuff, but I wasn't like the best. Obviously, if more practice. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start wrestling like Bully Ray.
Yeah.
I like how he wrestles. And the only problem with this, I never had a chance to be a heel.
Oh man.
So that was the only problem.
Yeah.
So I was wrestling like Bully Ray as a baby face.
What?
So which is weird. I mean, he still wrestles the same way,
Yeah,
but
even as a
obviously,
face, I think he does,
yeah,
right?
but he's Bully Ray though.
Yeah.
So
Bully. Yeah. Wow.
all right.
That's pretty cool about the Scarlett and Ali. It's Chicago, man. But hopefully Ali does good too. I think
He had a great moment on Raw.
Yeah. Triple H put him in a triple threat match.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
with AJ Styles and who was the other person?
Ricochet, no.
No, it wasn't Ricochet. Ricochet's on SmackDown.
Who was it? Theory?
No.
He got Styles clashed.
Yeah, was it Dolph Ziggler?
I think it was Dolph Ziggler. Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember the other triple threat was Tommaso
Ciampa.
Who was the other two? Was there Chad Gable?
Chad Gable. And
Oh, I think Chad Gable was in that triple threat with Ali and AJ Styles.
Okay.
I think so.
Dude. Yeah.
So, but pretty good match.
Pretty good.
And AJ Styles gets get a face Bobby Lashley for the United States title. It's kind of weird. They're,
Yeah.
it's not a Clash of the Champion. It was weird that AJ Styles, even though he showed up to help Logan Paul, but it was weird that he didn't have a match. Everybody thought it was going to be AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I even thought that was going to happen, but Seth Rollins didn't even have a match. Does he even have a match at Clash of the Champion? Or Clash at the Castle, whatever?
Clash of the Castle? No. I don't think so.
He's just been facing on the Street Profit in single matches.
Yeah, that's weird.
So
I think they're waiting for somebody.
maybe the whole rivalry with Riddle and Seth Rollins was supposed to continue on to Clash of the Champions.
Yeah.
God damn it. Clash at the Castle.
Yeah. Or they're waiting for Cody to come back.
They said Cody Rhodes may come back as soon as the end of the. They said that he may come back at Clash at the
Castle.
Clash at the Castle.
Just say Castle at the Castle.
At the Castle, or I just at the Clash.
Yeah.
That he may show up at Clash of the. Oh my
Just
god,
Clash.
we literally just talked
Just
about it,
Clash.
and
Just say Clash.
at the Castle overseas, and also Survivor Series. They said that he may come back at Survivor Series as one of the fifth men for elimination match.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be cool.
Isn't how much? Oh,
And-
dude.
That'd be cool because a lot of people have came back and they got a big pop too. That's what I miss, where they'll have a fifth person and they'll be like, oh, that fifth person is out, and they have a replacement at the day of the Survivor Series. They had what's his name, Bob Holly.
Yeah.
That was many years ago. They
That was
had
many
John
years ago.
Cena.
Yeah.
I don't remember who else. I think that's it that I could think of. I'm pretty sure there could have been more, but those are the two that I still remember to this day because it was a big moment.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. All right, well,
Today's just randomness, huh? We just did randomness today. Random.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, new episode's gonna come out next week too. So, anything else you want to say before we leave? What is that? I don't know what you're pointing at. I can't read.
Let's see. I don't know, man. I'm gonna watch SmackDown and Raw and everything. You know, I'm behind on NXT and UK, so I'm gonna watch that too. But yeah, it looks like that'll be it. So, all right, listeners, before we leave, check out our Teespring store for some cool merch. Also, check out our new store at Pro Wrestling Tees. Search for New Entry Wrestling Podcast. We got a cool shirt up there. We're adding more designs later. Please follow us on Instagram and TikTok at New Entry Wrestling Pod. And if you're wondering, we're on other platforms. We're also on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, And if you haven't already, please go over to our YouTube channel, New Entry Wrestling Podcast. Help support by subscribing, liking, and sharing.
Yeah. Also, before we go, check out. Well, not check out right now, but look out for our 2 new episodes in the near future. The next episode is going to be about Clash, our fantasy booking for Clash at the champion. Oh my gosh.
Clash at the Castle?
Clash at the Castle. Ever's going to have his version of the fantasy booking, and I'm going to have my version of fantasy booking, and you guys decide what, which one is.
Poll.
We'll have a poll, like a stripper poll?
No, like a poll, like who has a better fantasy booking.
Could we still have a stripper poll?
Maybe.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, and you guys decide which fantasy booking is better for Clash of the Castle. Mm-hmm. And also another episode is, you want to tell them about that episode you did?
Yeah, actually, I have a top 10 list of top underdog victories in wrestling history. So we're posting that soon, and Ian's going to post his own too.
My version is going to be top 10 matches that I believe should have main evented that pay-per-view or that show.
Yeah.
So that's 3 new episodes to look out for. And until next time.
Yeah, this will be it for this episode. I'm Ever, and that is Ian.
And we are out.
Bye, guys.
Doo-doo-doo!